it is Anna Runyon. I'm super excited to be here with you all today. For those that don't know me, my name is Anna Runyon, and I help women get their careers unstuck so they never dread Monday again. And if you can hear me, can you just post a quick comment, give a little heart, just so I know that all the tech things are working, so that I know that you can hear me and see me. Okay, thanks. Awesome. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm super excited to dive into this topic today because this is a question that I get all the time. And the question is, Anna, how do I get everything done? There's too much to do and not enough time in the day. So if you've ever felt that way, raise your hand if you've ever struggled with feeling like there is not enough time in the day to do everything that you need to get done and there's just too much to do. So that's what today is all about. Feeling like you're overwhelmed and exhausted. If you have ever struggled with feeling like there's like way too much to do and not enough time, that's what it leads to. It leads to overwhelm. It leads to exhaustion. It leads to being burnt out. I have definitely had all three of those in the past. I know what it's like. And so that is what today is all about. I want you to walk away from today knowing exactly what you need to do to make your goals happen so you don't get burnt out, so you don't get overwhelmed. I want you to have more balance. I want you to be able to balance your goals, your health, your family, your work, and make your goals a priority. I want you to feel in the flow so you can spend hours doing what you love where the time flies by. And you're feeling like that peace and that calmness, knowing that you have direction and that you're making progress. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing I want to talk about, which is like the title, is work-life balance for real. Like, is it even possible to have work-life balance? Let me know in the comments. Remember, if you're just joining me, say hello so we know, so I know that you're there. Let me know where you're from too. So let's dive in. Is work-life balance even possible? I know that's why you're here today. Maybe you're overwhelmed. You're trying to get everything done. There's just not enough time in the day to get everything done. You're feeling exhausted. Being pulled in too many directions, and you're sick and tired of giving so much to your job and not having any energy left for yourself. Anyone been? I say all these things because these are my experiences. This is what I've experienced in the past. And you're wondering if it's even possible for you to make that career change without sacrificing your sanity in the process, right? On top of that, you're probably hating your work right now. So you've got all your regular tasks, right? Like we have your job and we have your family and we have, whatever you do when you come home from work, you make dinner, groceries, all the stuff. You have way too much to do. But on top of that, you also want to make a career change, right? And you're feeling like that extra thing of making that career change is just impossible. So what you're doing right now is you are staying super busy trying to get everything done. You're working really hard. I know you guys are working really hard to get all the stuff done. You have zero time for yourself. And when you're doing this, my answer to the question is that I would say work-life balance is practically impossible when you're trying to do all the things, when you're trying to do all the things for your boss, when you're trying to do things all for your kids, for your husband, your coworker needs this. Everyone needs something, and you're busy, but you're not productive. And so this is what I call the treadmill trap. And it is what you need to avoid doing at all costs. So to solve the problem of being overwhelmed with so much to do, you're working really, really hard, you have zero time for yourself, you're super, super busy. That means you're on the treadmill trap. And that means that you are so busy. So it feels like you're moving forward, like you're doing all the tasks. And so you're on that treadmill doing all the tasks and you're feeling like you're moving forward, but you're staying in the same place. You are not being efficient and productive. You aren't doing the right tasks and you aren't prioritizing the most important items that you need to do. So you're working so hard. Anyone anyone a treadmill lover? I know I used to use one all the time when I lived in Minnesota in the winter. We had a treadmill in the basement, and so that was like what I did all all winter long. But I remember like you're working so hard on that treadmill and it just keeps going, right? But you aren't actually getting anywhere. You're staying in the same place, but it looks like you're really busy. It looks like you're moving. You're getting super tired. You're doing all the actions, but you aren't. It's like you're going for a run, but you're not getting to the destination. That's the treadmill trap. And you're not doing productive items. You're doing tasks that aren't going to get you the result that you want. It's the same. You're doing the same thing over and over. You're busy. And like I said, this is when work-life balance is impossible. You're going to burn out. You're not going to reach your result that you want. You're not going to reach your goals. You are going to reach a breaking point of that point where you're just like, you're rock bottom, when you're like, something's got to change. So you're on that treadmill, you're just repeating the same tasks that are keeping you stuck, not reaching your goals, not getting you to the results you want. So let's talk about why this is happening. And I have another name for you. Anyone here like Pina Coladas? They're one of my husband and I's favorite like summertime treat. Like we would make them, go to the pool. And on our bucket list is a trip to Hawaii. And we have a bucket list dream of like having a pina colada on the beach in Hawaii someday, right? That's our, I think everyone wants to travel right now. I know, like, I can't wait to hop on a plane and travel somewhere. And that's like our dream, right? That's our bucket list item, to go to Hawaii, have a pina colada. And this is what my husband and I call the pina colada principle. So what happens is when we finally, hopefully soon, get to book that flight to Hawaii, there's one thing that's going to keep us motivated to reach that goal. And that's that pina colada that we're going to have on the beach in Hawaii. It's going to be really tough to get there. I have no idea how we're going to get there. There's multiple flights to choose from. I'm not sure what airport to go into. I'm not sure how to get from the airport to the hotel. I'm not sure how I'm going to get my pina colada. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to pack, and then I got to keep 2 kids occupied on a plane. That is not going to be easy. And I instead... same with like your career, like you just want, like your goals, you need to have that dream at the end of what you're going to get to. When you get to Hawaii, you're going to have that pina colada. You need to have that vision in your career of where you want to go, because that pina colada is going to get me through all that tough time on the plane with my kids, right? When they're like screaming and it's crazy, or packing, staying up all night packing and getting up early, like that pina colada is going to keep me moving forward. It's going to help me make decisions. It's going to help me buy the right flight. It's going to help me figure out which direction I need to go. It's going to make everything easier when I know where I'm headed. I know what I want to have. Just like your career, right? You need to have that vision of where you want to go, what your life is going to look like, because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. You don't know in your career, you don't know all the steps that you need to take. You don't know which direction to go to. You don't know how to make it happen. You might not even know what your ideal career even is right now, or your ideal business. It's going to be tough. It's going to be overwhelming, but it's going to be so much easier when you have a vision and you know where you're going. So because I know I want that pina colada in Hawaii, it's going to make everything easier and help me stay motivated. So just like you want to have that vision for your career. You want to know where you're going. It's going to make all those little steps so much easier. And this is then where work-life balance gets easier, because you can start saying no to the items that aren't going to get you to your pina colada vision. We can start removing things from your to-do list. Your work-life balance can be real when you have a clear vision of where you're going and the right tasks that are going to lead you to that vision. And this will eliminate the overwhelm and give you that clarity and that direction. Anyone else want a pina colada now? I think that's like on my to-do list this weekend. So So we've covered, is work-life balance for real? What you need to do to get there. And now I want to cover some of the things that you should be doing. So, one of the things you should be doing is kind of what we just covered, right? Like knowing your vision, because that's going to help you narrow down the tasks that you should be doing. It's going to give you clarity, it's going to give you direction. You're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to know exactly what you need to do. You're going to have a plan in front of you. You're going to know what step you need to take this week. You're going to know that you're headed in the right direction. You're going to be motivated. You're going to be excited. Other people are going to be cheering you on, excited with you, because you know where you're going. And it's just, everything gets so much easier. So that's the first thing that we should be doing. Instead of staying busy doing a million things, we got to narrow down what our vision is and narrow down the tasks that we should be doing. And then we need to figure out why we're making a career change. And the big why that factors into your ideal career. Like why do you want that career? Why do you want to start that business? Like, what is your big reason, big purpose? What are you passionate about? And this is also going to eliminate some of the tasks on your plate. Like, you might be doing tasks right now that you are not excited about, you're not passionate about, that don't fit your why, like whatsoever. And so this can help us create a little bit more time, space, bandwidth, meaning, and purpose in your career and in your life. The next thing we should do, instead of just being busy doing a million things, is learning more about yourself. Doing that like self-assessment process to identify what that ideal career or business is. You could be doing a lot of busy work right now that is not leading you to your ideal career or business. This is like a number one mistake I see people make. Maybe changing career, job searching online, working on their business website, but it's not leading them to what their ideal career business is. And if you're not headed in that direction, you're going to end up stuck again. Like a year from now, you're going to be like, I hate this job. Why did I get this job? Or I hate this business. Why did I start this business? Because you didn't first do this self-assessment, learn more about yourself, and identify what that ideal career business is for you. So all of these things are going to help you get the direction and the focus and help you prioritize where you're headed so you can reach your goals, so you can have that balance and have that flow in your life and just feel like you are making progress. You have more of like a sense of peace, a sense of calmness, so you know what you need to do next. You have that plan in front of you and you can make your goals and make time for all the things that matter most for you, right? You're not like scrambling, feeling like you're missing out on certain parts of your life. Like you don't have a social life and your friends forgot who you are because you're always working. That's what happened to me. Or you feel guilty as a mom because you're not spending time with your kids and you're missing those big milestones. So doing these things is all going to help you have that direction, help you free up that time, help you focus on your priorities and make time for what matters most. So the last thing that I want to cover today is I want to cover the 3 questions that you need to ask yourself before you make a career change. So these are 3 questions, if you're considering launching your dream career business, or you're kind of in the midst of it, or maybe you've been trying for months and it's not working. I think these questions are going to shine a little light on some of the action steps that you can do right now, and maybe help you see that maybe there's something that you need to do differently, right? So if it's not working, then maybe we need to change it up, do something a little bit differently. So these are the 3 questions that I recommend asking yourself before you make a career change. Number 1, do I know my vision? Do you know your Pina Colada? Do you know where you want to be in 5 to 10 years? So this is going to help us figure out what tasks you should do today. Like if you don't have a to-do list today, or if you have a to-do list and there's like 25 items on it, it's probably because you don't know, you're not doing the right tasks today that are going to help you lead to that 5 to 10 year vision. So that's what we need to first figure out. Is we need to figure out, do you know your vision? Do you know where you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years? And then we can figure out what you need to be doing today, this week. This kind of leads into my second question that you need to ask yourself. So let me know right now, let me know in the comments, do you have a vision? Do you know where you want to be in 5 to 10 years? If you want to share what that vision is, that would be awesome. I love hearing that. And if you don't know, that's fine too. This is just kind of giving you that starting point of some things that you need to be doing instead of all the other busy work that you're doing, right? Instead of all those things keeping you busy, these are the things that are going to be eye-opening to you, so you can see how you're doing on your career change, and when it's time for you to take that next step. So, do I know my vision? Do I know where I want to be in 5 to 10 years? Do I have a plan for my day, my week, my month, my quarter? Yes or no? Do you guys have a plan for today, for the week, for this month, March? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing this quarter? So we need to have a plan, right? Because you can't start a career change if you don't have a plan. If you can't, we would have no direction. And this is where work-life balance is not possible, when you don't have a plan and when you don't have a vision. And so we need to have a plan. So when you wake up every morning, my plan is like sitting right here every morning. Like, I have my top 3 priorities. I know what I need to get done. And it just decreases stress. It decreases overwhelm. It makes you so much more focused and organized to know what you're going to do every day. Same with week. So you want to, go into the week knowing exactly what you need to do, knowing what those priorities are that are going to help you reach that long-term goal and vision. Same with month. So every month we want to figure out what the plan is for that month that's going to lead us to our vision. And then every 90 days, every quarter. So there's not just this one time a year planning we do. I know a lot of people just write down their goals one time a year, but instead every quarter, right? Every quarter we're reassessing our plan. We're seeing what changed. We're reanalyzing, is that even a goal anymore? Do I need to make some changes to my annual plan? And how best can I move forward in the next quarter? So that's the second question. Do I have a plan for my day, week, month, and quarter? And then the third question is, do I know what my ideal career or business is? So this is the number one mistake, is people jump on the job search, online applications. Maybe if you're starting a business, you're working on your business website, you're posting on social media, you're wasting time, right? That's not the first step to launch your dream career or business. The first step is to identify what your ideal career or business is. And that's because you're going to have more success in your career and in your business when you're doing that career you were born to do, when you're doing that perfect career for you. It's not, oh, this person's doing that career, I could do that too. And then we try and be like that person. Well, that person is very different than you. We have to take a step back and do what I've been talking about today, to do that assessment of yourself, to really identify what that ideal career or business is that you were meant to do. For job searchers, you guys are going to get more job offers when you start here, when you know what your ideal career is. Networking is going to be easier. Your interviews are going to be easier. Your resume is going to be so much better. You're going to spend less time job searching, more time getting results, right? So this goes back to our whole work-life balance thing. We're going to free up more of your time because you're going to have that focus. This is the career I'm going after, and you're going to go get it. Same with starting a business. Starting a business does not need to be overwhelming and chaotic and feel like you're like spinning your wheels, right? There is a clear step-by-step plan to start your business, but it starts with first identifying what your ideal business is. So I see so many coaches and programs out there that are like jumping straight into, let's post on social media, or let's work on your business website. Let's do Facebook ads. All that stuff comes, and I love to talk about all that stuff. But first, we need to talk about what your ideal business is first, because I see so many entrepreneurs who hate their businesses because they didn't start here. They didn't start at the foundation of making sure that they start a business that they are going to be passionate about and loving that business. And then, and if you already have a business, there might just be like some pivots that need to happen. Maybe you need to make some changes so that you still really enjoy and love doing that business. I'm 11 years in for this business, right? Like I'm talking about the same stuff for 11 years because I love this topic. I can talk about career and business stuff all day long, right? Like this is my purpose. There's meaning in my work. I love what I do. I love to impact others. And so I've figured out what that is. And that has made more opportunities come my way. That has, because I'm doing my passion, what I'm born to do. So that is what I wanted to cover today. I hope that has been helpful for you. Oh, my mother-in-law's here. Hey, Jan, she says, I see you master work-life balance all the time. I'll put you on the screen. Thank you for sharing your insights with so many. Love watching how you've learned to totally focus on what you're doing when you're doing it, whether it is family, work, or self-care. So important. You are all in and others feel your passion. It's so funny that you say this, Jen, because I was doing an Instagram live yesterday and my daughter, Sienna, was like pounding at the door because my husband lost her and she made her way up here lost her in the living room and she made her way up here. And it like the focus. So when you say, I love watching how you've learned how to totally focus, that was a trial. That was hard when she was pounding on the door to focus. And she said her Pina Colada is self-care. I love that. Yes, let's all have the vision of heading towards self-care. So thank you guys all for joining us. We're going to cover this information a lot more inside my free Facebook group, the Classy Career Girl Network. You can use the link classycareergirl.com/love your work and watch for a post. I'm going to post in there later today so we can continue this conversation, right? Because this isn't just like Anna goes live and talks about this. I want to have a conversation about this. And we're gonna keep talking about this and how you can get your career unstuck, how you can find that work and that life balance that you really want. So I'll see you guys inside the Classy Career Girl Network. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, everyone.